Dialed in
to Bucks and Brews, you might hear something
you can use.
like tips on your cash or tips on the suds.
You're gonna want to
The
use
smarts of these
because
studs.
they know the brews.
And they know the Bucks, and they know they can't help the stubborn fucks.
So listen up, cause shit's not funny.
And save yourself some
Beer money, bucks,
and brews.
Bucks and
Bucks
and
brews.
brews.
Bucks and Brews.
Welcome back to Bucks and Brews. Nick, it's been a little while.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's my fault. Softball's getting in the way, and the weather is god freaking awful.
Well, okay, we should clarify that.
Yeah.
The weather is not awful. It's just
It's Michigan
crazy, right?
in the
Like,
spring.
dude, I mean, 3 days ago it was 32 degrees and rain and insane, and today I was in shorts.
It was like
and
76 and sunny.
it was just beautiful. Like today was like a beautiful day. For you to
Yeah.
say awful, I'm like, no, this is what I've
No,
been
today was great.
So
This actual episode, this is our third reschedule because
yeah,
the weather has thrown the wrench into softball, and I keep having to move it.
yeah. To say
And if we didn't get it in today, we'd be going next week because you're leaving for bowling.
I wouldn't. Yeah, so I wouldn't be able to. Like, I'm home for 24 hours, and then I head over to. I'm going to Las Vegas. Head home for 24 hours. Repack. Go to Chicago for 4 days.
Yep.
3 days.
Oh yeah, we got C2E2 next
Yeah,
weekend.
and then I'm headed to Detroit for my Coach of the Year award. So I'm.
So yeah, it might be a couple weeks before we do this again.
Yeah, so we're gonna try to figure something out. But
While we're thinking of it though, what
Yeah.
are you drinking, my friend?
well, as always, guys, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your family. We appreciate you tuning in to us. This week, I'm sponsored. This one's from Mr. Michael Benson,
It is.
right? R&D Brewing. Not really sure what that stands for, but anyway, it's a passion fruit goes or goza, and so I'm really excited to try it. I'll figure out what R&D stands for eventually.
So I got a couple. I got from Lost Coast Brewery a tangerine, just a tangerine.
Just an orange.
Oh, a tangerine wheat beer. Here we go.
Oh, okay.
Which I like tangerine, so we'll see how that goes. And then my wife sponsored me with a Holy Donut, an imperial stout with donuts, dark chocolate, and peppermint flavor from Lone Pine in Portland, Maine.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see how that goes after this tangerine beer.
Let's say, we have a guest of honor for us, right? Because I mean, we love it when people want to talk to us.
Yeah,
It's
we do love
completely different than
Yeah.
we're the guy that has to go, hey, we want you, and then everybody just tells us no.
Right.
So, Mr. Mike Hoffman, thank you so much for joining us. Please tell us a little bit about yourself, how your weather is, because we actually care about weather in other parts of the country.
Yeah, and so hearing you guys talk about softball, back in college, I used to referee social softball leagues for my beer drinking money. So this is bringing back all the memories of the people in the outfield that would just heckle me for calling people out for
Yeah.
no
You-
reason.
I was an umpire for 12 years, I think. So, yeah, good for you. And it takes a lot of guts to get out there. I did it when I was younger. I don't think I was old enough to have beer money at the time, but root beer money, that's for sure.
So we're pretty young when you did it.
I started at I guess I started at like 11 or 12 and then ended at like 20 something. So, yeah. Crazy. Time flies by when you're young.
When you umpired for me, you weren't 21 yet.
No, gosh. Let's say young punk. So, all right, where are you located? And
Yeah.
are you drinking anything?
Well, it's not 5 o'clock here yet in Oregon, so I have a seltzer water.
Awesome.
But now I'm a little jealous about the tangerine beer because an orange weed is always good. So,
There you go.
yeah, so live in Oregon, obviously. Love the energy you guys are bringing. So excited to chat today, and big into freedom and trying to build income streams through different areas that don't require a lot of capital and all that kind of fun stuff.
Awesome. So you kind of said some of my favorite words, right? Freedom, capital. So
Income
and
stream.
income streams, plural, right? So let's talk about some income streams, man. What types of income streams do you do? Do you have?
Yeah.
Do you own?
Yeah, so I got into the long-term rental game. I'm actually from the Midwest, which I don't even know if you can. The whole debate back in the Midwest is Michigan in the Midwest or not. So I think it is, but
We're Midwesterners.
Yeah.
I've drank with Wisconsin people, and I am those people, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm from Michigan. I'm very proud of Michigan, but like, those are more my people. I mean, they're just, let's just drink and party games, and that's my kind of thing.
I'm from Illinois. Wisconsin people are not my people.
I know. So, but what part of the Midwest are you from?
I'm from Iowa. Yeah,
Iowa.
but my
Oh, you call that the Midwest? But
yeah.
yeah. Say
But
so.
my first like investment, I guess, was in a long-term rental way back in the early 2000s, and it was the whole, you get a 70K house and you hope it rents for $900. You cash flow the whole 1% rule.
Oh yeah.
And so I parlayed those a couple times, and then right before COVID, I did a lot of traveling for my day job and just layovers in airports and stuff, and I would go by these vending machines, and I was like, man, these are so interesting. You have a $8 bottle of water. It makes no sense, but the whole machine's empty. So people are clearly buying them. So someone's making a massive profit off of you. But so I went into two properties right by where I live in Oregon, apartment complexes right next to the university, and they were like, yeah, we need vending machines. And this is pre-COVID. And I was like, oh my gosh, how do I thank God for Dr. Google, because I was like, we're going to figure this out. And here we are 6 years later, and got a route here in Oregon, obviously, and just bought a route in Chicago. I'm closing on in the end of the month, and have micro markets in the Northeast remotely too that I manage. So it's kind of a perfect storm right now for unattended retail and vending machines.
Do you still own your rental properties?
I do. Yep.
Okay.
So we have we 1031'd a couple of those, and now we have a short-term rental in Tampa, and then we have a long-term rental out here in Oregon.
Oh, that's amazing. You say I could dive into that forever. That's what I do for my career, is residential real estate.
Can I go off on a tangent?
Yeah.
Congratulations on buying another house.
Thanks, buddy. Say, yeah, it was a fun morning for me. It was yesterday was the most expensive day I've had in a very long time, right?
Tax day.
Tax day. So of course I pay the government, and I wired money. I paid cash for this house, which I'm not trying to brag. I'm just really excited. Like, just F it, see ya, and paid cash for it. So I got the repay. So it was a very expensive day for me. But things that you said that people don't understand. Okay. Listeners that understand me, they know that I own things that are within a 17-minute drive for me, right? I mean, I don't live in New York, so 17 minutes to them is, 2 blocks, but like for us, it's within 10 miles.
Yeah,
max,
probably
I think.
about that.
Yeah, I think the longest one is like 10 miles away from me. And you said, hey, I'm buying a vending machine business in Chicago area, and you own an Airbnb in I know Florida. What part again?
Tampa.
Tampa. Okay. But like, I'm scared to own anything I'm not there to physically see on a constant, right? Like, so you already have this. Hey, it's the numbers work. Let's make it happen. Figure it out. So how do you manage something that you're not living next to?
Find people, boots on the ground, that you trust, whether that's vending or in this case, like the property manager we have in Tampa is someone that, to make it even more uneasy for you, I bought this house sight unseen.
Yeah.
So
can't do it. I lose so many. I lose so many deals because I refuse to buy sight unseen. Right. It's stupid to me. Not against you. It's just, to me, it's like, man, there's so many things I've seen in my career that I know could just screw me. And I say that, but like, I would buy sight unseen again if I know that this house is guaranteed. Like, if it's my neighborhood, right, worth $350,000, and I know I can get it for $100,000. There's not a single thing in that house that I can't get done for the $200,000 to at least break even, kind of a thing, So, it depends on how great of a deal it is. But, like vending machine, like how do you manage something in what, you're 2 states away?
He's in Oregon.
God, you're like 10 states away.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's half. It's funny. Everybody forgets how big the U.S. is. That's half the country away.
Yeah.
So how do you manage
Yeah.
something like that?
Yeah, so a lot of times what people don't realize is with technology, I mean, right away I can track, say, I can see how many, if we talk about a location in the Loop in Chicago, I can track sales inventory right from an app on my phone. I know how much cash is in these things. I know how much transactions have been done. So again, back to the boots on the ground thing. Once you find someone local that you can trust, then you can really build some incentives with some revenue share and profit structure to make it a win-win for everybody. And so luckily I've been able to do that in Chicago, and yeah, it's worked out really well. And yeah, I mean, the margins are just so good that it's kind of a no-brainer.
So you're not filling, you're finding somebody to fill these machines for you.
Yep.
And now locations, are you buying? Yes. I mean, I know the answer. Are you buying the locations that you're putting these things in?
Not necessarily. So if we use the Chicago example, so I'm buying a route of 4 locations that does $8,000 a month in revenue. So it does about $2,000 machine or location. And then I also got a lead through just a cold email drip. We use CoStar for our kind of data to go after these residential. So I did a scrape of the Loop area because that's where I'm buying, and I just got a verbal today with an 8 property portfolio. I didn't pay a dime for it. I just hit them with a cold email sequence about let's increase and let's do a revenue share, and they took the bait, and here we go.
Nice. So that sounds great. I say it's hard because I've watched a lot of your videos now, and I know you buy from Costco, right? That's just one. And I remember as a kid, my mom would take us to Costco because it was like it was free food, right? We were
Yeah.
poor, so
Yeah.
but
That's how you
Yeah.
got dinner.
yeah, of course. But that's how you like. I remember seeing they sold vending machines. Actually, it might have been Sam's Club that they
Yeah.
sold vending machines. Do you buy your machines from Sam's Club?
No,
No,
and
that's surprising.
Sam's Club has great deals on machines, but they have those dang, what do you call them? Like the rebate programs where you got to put these crackers and you got to put this soda, and it's always the things that don't sell at Sam's Club. So they're just trying to get rid of it.
Mm.
Gotcha. They make it so you have to buy specific products to put into it.
Yeah, it's like they're
Huh.
the classic cheese crackers that are
Yeah.
in the 2-pack that it's all inventory that literally I'm convinced Sam's Club can't sell at their store.
So they convince somebody to put it into a
I mean, that's kind of genius for them, but nobody else.
It's genius for them, but it's terrible for the guy that goes on to Sam's Club and gets his vending machine because now he's stuck with this product.
So you're finding locations now. You've already found somebody to fill these machines. How do you get a vending machine to that location of these new? You said 4 or 8 locations.
Yeah, that's a really good question. So what people don't realize with vending machines when you need to buy one is these manufacturers, they're like car dealers. So when you go to buy a machine, like I'm literally placing an order of 10 of these new called smart machines. They literally are gonna give me for 10 machines that are 7,500 a piece, so 75 grand worth of machines. They're gonna give me zero money down, 8.95% financing over 60 months, and they're going to deliver the machines directly to the properties.
Oh, perfect. What's
So
the what's the
Oh.
warranty?
I think it's 5 years, but even better, they're not even going to pull my credit.
Oh wow.
Oh, nice.
So
This is what I'm saying. Like these manufacturers are like the wild, wild west. They all want your business. So like, you can work them against each other. You can talk them down. I mean, I know who I trust now and who has the best supports. But when I was starting this out, it was all, I was like, wow, this is literally like car dealerships.
Let's say, no, it's good to know. Yeah, say, I'm gonna see how cheap of a price I can get. I'm gonna buy one machine. You bought 50 million more than me. I'm gonna buy one just to see if I can get it cheaper than what you bought any of them for.
You're gonna put it in your 8 unit?
Of course.
Because if I was you, I'd put a machine in my 8
You
unit.
know how much those people would eat?
So much.
Well, the problem is it'd go one of 2 ways. I'd make money, or it would be the Doritos commercial with the snow globe. Oh, look at my magic 8 ball. Oh, free Doritos. right? Like that's what it would be.
I mean, you have insurance, right?
On the building, I have $5,000 deductible. No, no, but
So if they steal 800 bags of Doritos, you're just screwed.
right. Well, let's say, and I thought about it because I was like, man, I'm gonna put one thing of like the box laundry detergent because I have on-site laundry and stuff.
Oh.
So it's like, man, I'll do the laundry detergent in the box and I'll do the dryer sheets,
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Fabric softener.
Yeah, all that, right? Like boom, and then I'll have, candy and crap like that because they'll eat it up, man. But
Uh-huh.
of course I'm being dumb and listening to my mentor who's like, no, don't do that. It's a waste of your time and money. And I'm like, I think you're just not
But
wanting to hustle
is
as much
it?
as me. So, but what's the minimum amount of people that you would put a vending machine at a location?
How many people are in that 8-unit?
Next question. Say, how many people are on the lease that are in that 8-unit? 16 plus kids.
30?
Oh, yeah, roughly. Let's just say, right? But I mean, in this area specifically of that 8-unit, it's somebody's brother's always staying with them, and their family happened to move in too, and I don't know it, and they think I'm done. Next thing I know, there's 10 cars at one unit. So, but
Yeah.
I would say roughly 30 people.
I think you're onto something. You could totally do a used machine like usevending.com and get one for, if you can get one for less than $2,000, you could do all the things you just rattled off. You could put detergent, you could do dryer sheets in it. I mean, literally, you can do $4 monsters that you get for $1.30 delivered from Sam's or Costco to your house or to your house, or if you have an operator that does all the management stuff for you. But you do 5 monsters a day, and that's $20. That's an extra $600 a month.
If you don't want to put one in, can I put one in?
No, I wonder if I could 3D print one though. So,
we'll get to that later.
Yeah. But so I guess what's the minimum that you would put something in somewhere?
If I would probably say you want 75 to 80 people minimum.
Okay, for one machine.
Now, correct. Now, in your case, the reason I'm a little more bullish on this is we have a guy that we're helping find locations in a city. I just won't name it for,
Sure.
political reasons, but he has one in a migrant shelter. And that thing is doing like, he's going through 500 Cokes.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Like that, what you just said literally describes my
Tenants?
my 8-unit. Like, right? Like that's what this is, right?
Yeah.
I can't lie to you, right? Say, but
Yeah.
We both did sales.
Yeah.
Who are the best people to sell to?
Hispanic people
And poor people.
and poor people.
Because they'll buy it.
Yeah, but they'll try to get the best. If you give them a deal, like all I know is, how often do you run a sale in your vending machine, right? It's $4 normally, and then you put a little sticker next to it, $3.50 this week only. Never.
No, what you do is you either have your drinks price super high or your candy price, or sorry, you do either like marketing psychology. We do a monster and then we do a rock star for 50 cents cheaper. Well, guess what everyone wants to buy? And in that kind of clientele, they're going to go for the cheaper buy. Well, the other thing you can do is like a Snickers versus a Reese's, or on the flip side, what I would actually do is I would do my drinks super cheap because someone's going to go to the machine to get a Coke, and then they're going to see that Snickers for 3x the price, and they're going to impulse buy the damn. No one goes to a machine and gets one item.
Right. Say, and every location, do you have to have Wi-Fi?
No.
So you don't do card readers then?
Yeah, so like for example, the NIAX readers I use, they're $9.99 for their data plan a month, and so it's connected to Verizon and AT&T towers.
Oh, it's its own thing. Oh, that's even better.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? I'm
And
learning
that's
so
the app
much.
that's the app I was talking about. So you can literally
What's the app
pay
again?
your NIAX, NAYAX. It's a credit card reader. But that app is what I was talking about, where you can track inventory remotely. You can be with you're literally going to wake up if on the road with your crazy travel schedule and be like, shit, I literally sold $60 of munchies last night while I was sleeping.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of illegal stuff that gets smoked there. I'm assuming there's gonna be munchies. Like I'm gonna fill. I'm
Yeah.
hoping to fill this thing 3 times a week, right? Like
Yeah.
so. And,
When you have a captive audience, it's easier to sell.
yeah. So.
Yeah.
All right. So 7. Now you're talking about like drinks and snacks. So you try to buy vending machines with both drink and like so a cooler and a what do you call it, a warm chamber? I don't know.
Yeah, we call them combo machines. So the
Okay.
bottom half is refrigerated, that'd be your drinks, and then that top half is now if you had a location that was 200 units and it might need a snack and a drink separately, but in this case where you're trying to hedge your bets, go to usevending.com, try to find a combo that's dirt cheap and you can just literally with the number of tenants you have, I would do 8 to 10 drink options and you're going to have probably 30 snack options. And those
Nice.
snack options range from candy bar motors to the things that really crush it margin wise are going to be what I call movie theater size snacks. So bags of gummies, gummy worms, your giant bags of Sour Patch Kids. Like anytime you go to the movie theater and you see these kids they'll pay $4 for one of these boxes of Sour Patch Kids that you get for $1 at Costco.
Yeah. I say that's perfect. I've been watching, as I said, I've been watching a bunch of your videos and learning some of the things that you like. I've never tried a Celsius because it's an energy drink, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I've stopped for
Exclusively, that is what my wife drinks.
I've been 2.5 years without an energy drink. So
She buys them at Costco and the multi-pack, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's all she drinks.
I say,
And fun fact, Costco has free delivery above $75. So if you buy literally 1 box of Snickers, 1 box of Reese's, you're above $75 and they'll deliver that right to your door for free. 2-day delivery. So it's FedEx even on Sundays.
sure. Which I have a bunch of friends that work at Costco because we have one not far from us, and
Mhm.
all Costco pays time and a half on Sundays.
Yeah.
So everybody always wants to work Sundays.
Imagine how that works.
So my buddy's like, yeah, they were so excited I didn't want to work Sundays. And I was like, there's more to life than money. And I was like, heck yeah, man. Welcome to being an investor. So getting them on the right track. Man, all right, so you have real estate, you have vending machines, any other passive investments that you do?
I have Bitcoin mining. I have outsourced to a group outside of actually South Jersey, outside of Philly. They have a electrical farm out there, and I do some mining that I just paid like for a service, and that's kind of out of sight, out of mind right now. It just goes to my wallet, and I don't even track what the value is. But other than that, yeah, it's just kind of the real estate streams, the vending streams, and I'm always looking at kind of things a good deal like you guys.
So you had mentioned you were still working. Are you still you currently have a W-2 or a day job or 1099 or whatever it might be?
No, I mean I'm a consultant for a couple different companies as far as like they pay me through my business, but I'm not. It's literally like a monthly retainer for a couple hours of work a month. So my main focus is building our vending empire.
Sure. No, and that's great. Like I say, it's not easy. So for me, in your opinion, is it easy to start the businesses that you started?
Easy?
Yeah.
It's not a word I would use to describe it, but
Hey,
yeah, I guess that's one way to look at it for some people.
but say I real estate. My first transaction was easy, right? Everything else after that's just been a nightmare. So,
The first contract you wrote was on a lined piece of paper, and it was, "Do you agree to pay this amount of money?"
yeah, that was easy. Say, I've learned.
Yeah, but nobody else would ever do that.
Oh, there's people. I guarantee it.
Yeah, dumb ones.
Yes.
Like you were dumb the first time.
Oh gosh, yes. So, I still am. I still make dumb mistakes.
I have to imagine that vending machines are pretty recession proof.
Yeah.
because again,
Uh-huh.
people want convenience and they always want snacks.
Well, and when you're broke and recession comes, you're gonna go find ways to not spend money. So
Right.
you're gonna go walk and find a vending machine.
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna be out and about for it. So what is your feeling on that?
I 100% agree. When you get if you put a vending machine in that 8 unit, when you get 90 days in and you've kind of honed in on the products, like, oh, they love energy drinks, or oh, they love their Coca-Colas or their whatever, you'll be able to predict every month within a certain margin of error of what you're going to do. Like every one of my vending machines now, that's 3 months of historical data. It's the most recession proof. I mean, you don't have to worry about late tenant payments. You don't have to worry about the maintenance, or I'm doing with our Florida home last month. It was like we had to send out the plumber on Sunday, and how's that's going to impact margins this month. It's like the most consistent. I mean, Warren Buffett talks about it. His
Mhm.
first investment as a teenager was a vending route, and then he sold it a year later, and he's like, that was the dumbest mistake I made, was selling that damn route.
Yeah. So I'm dealing with it in one of my new adventures, but you said what, 20 different bottles of soda or drinks, and then what, 40 products, right? For dry goods. How much would it cost to start up? Not okay, we talked about $2,000 for a used vending machine. How much would it cost to fill my vending machine the first time?
Yeah, so you're looking, let's say those combo machine. Let's say you have 10 drink options, just for simple math. You're looking at 10 to 20 per. So you got 10 motors times 10 drinks. That's 100 drinks that you're getting for 67 cents at Walmart. So that's $67 to fill your drinks, and then the candy, the margins are going to be a little bit higher. Let's just say 85 cents times 30. I mean, you're going to be able to stock this thing for less than $300.
So
And then after that, you're not restocking it unless something is sold out.
okay. So we're thinking, yeah, $2,300, and you can have yourself a business in one location.
Yeah, let's say 2,500 because the card reader.
Sure. Oh yeah. For $2,500, and you can start one location. That's a very inexpensive business to start.
Yeah, not to mention if you got a new vending machine, which I wouldn't encourage for an 8 unit property, but if you got a new one for 5 to 6 grand, zero money down. And the craziest thing is they don't start your monthly mortgages or monthly payments until 90 days after it's delivered. So you're going to do 90 days of sales, and you can just put that towards the principal if you want to get aggressive, or
Yeah.
eat it, keep it for what you spent on that initial inventory or whatever. Like I just ordered another machine for a gym today from a different company. It's going to be a $6,000 machine, no money down, and my first $165 payment will be 90 days after it arrives.
That's great. And do you have a rough idea of how much you're going to make on that machine within the 90 days?
$2,000 a month in revenue.
Say, so you're going to make 6 grand and your payment's $165 in 90 days. So
My COGS is 30%, so I'm literally going to be 1,300 bucks a month in profits. Or if you hire someone to do it at $20 an hour, it's 1 hour a week.
yeah.
Tangent time.
Yeah,
So you bought a 3D printer
I did.
from somebody.
I did.
Can you make vending machines?
I'm working on that. I'm not like now.
That'd be great if we could.
I can build the spinning part. I can do like
There are certain pieces we could.
yeah.
I mean, if it broke down, we could definitely fix it.
This is it.
But you bought somebody because somebody went and bought a brand new $1,600
Yeah.
3D printer.
Yeah.
Somebody might have been me
Somebody's
because I wanted to do way more than what my original machine could do.
Mhm.
And I have a storefront that I can sell this shit at. And you had asked me the other day when you came over to try and, design things, and I kind of showed you some things to do. You're like, well, how much are you making, a month on selling
Yeah.
3D printed items? And I gave you the breakdown, and you're like, yeah, you'll have that printer paid off in no time. Right. Because I have a captive audience when they come into the business.
Yep.
And they're looking at this going, hey, that's $5 or that's $10 or that's $20. And when am I going to see it again?
Right.
And they're buying it. So, I'm making a couple $100 a month just selling random crap. I say crap, it's not right. It's cool stuff, but still.
Yeah.
And, when you can sit there and look at, okay, these are the costs I have into it, but I can get this much back for it and it can be paid off in X number of months. It's kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah.
I mean, you're even sitting there. So you started printing on the old machine.
Yep.
And what have you sold so far?
Nothing.
Yes, you have.
Not in theory. So I sold a die,
Yeah.
a D20. And then I get to my buddy's house and he happened to have a Milwaukee battery.
Okay.
That was
Oh, you traded, didn't you?
well, yeah. Well, he
Yeah.
paid me, and then like an hour later, he's like, "Hey, I found it." Because I don't have Milwaukee tools, and it's a $300 battery. It's a 12 amp hour battery, and I was like, "Well, I got $20 in my pocket," and so I ended up getting a $300 battery for $20.
Okay, but still.
But then, yeah, so in some golf tees, I did the one for me. Now he's already ordered three more tees from me of
Nice.
different custom names. So I got to figure out how to get custom names onto that, which I'll do in 2 weeks when I get back. But yeah. And it's printing, the die takes 8 hours. So I'm gonna go home tonight. I have something that's gonna finish at 10 o'clock. I'll pop it off my printer, I'll start a die, and it will take 8 hours, and I'll wake up and it'll be done. So it literally prints me money while I sleep. So in an actual way, printing money. So, and your vending machines, I mean, that's the thing, like they're 24/7, right? You don't have downtime.
No, yeah. I mean, most of your sales will be after 9 p.m.
Really? Huh. Nice.
Does that shock you? It doesn't shock me.
No, it does to me. Cause like I worked in a warehouse. So we had, the wheel of death. And then we also had the normal vending machine. And, like every day for like when I was drinking energy drinks, if I forgot one, I'd buy one, or, I'd buy a chocolate milk because those are delicious to say. And then, breakfast sandwiches, and just depending on how hungover you were and how much food you wanted to eat. But, so I was eating mine throughout the day. So,
Yeah.
I don't think like normal people. That's my problem. When you say it, it's like, oh, that's normal to people. And I'm like, no, that's not me. But, because my brain would be like, oh no, everybody's healthy and they're intermittent fasting right now. And that's the new trend. And so nobody's eating anything, after 7 o'clock at night. So that's, my brain just thinks completely different. So, but no, after 9 o'clock, and then so you can watch times of when people are buying too on this app, huh?
Oh yeah, you're tracking every transaction by kind of time and do they use cash. If you really want to get into like a vertical integrated model, you got your properties, you print out these vending machines that you make, and then you hook up some technology that will allow you to do ID verification, and you start putting these beers that sponsor your show. And now your inventory costs are zero because people want you to sell their product. And like, you want to talk about a vertically integrated model. I mean, you guys have it.
Yeah, it's starting to seem like that's a good idea. But ID verification, it would never be allowed because, the little 12-year-old boy could just go steal his dad's ID while he's sleeping and he'd never know it. So
I got to go back for a minute.
yeah.
You're shocked at the past 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Are you or are you not the person that posted the other day?
But
Did you know
Uber
will take you to Taco Bell?
Yeah. I was a little,
What time was that?
like 1 a.m.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I got in and I set it to go to my house, and I was like, hey, can we get Taco Bell? And he's like, you have to put it in the app. And I was like, dude, I don't do technology. And so I handed my phone like I do to you. And he's just like, boop, boop, boop. All right, cool. Taco Bell stop and then your house. And I was like, I don't care. So I rolled on I was like, hey, what do you want? And he's like, nothing. I was like, nope, you're eating, bud. So I ended up having to buy this guy some Taco Bell.
But you're shocked that the most sales are after 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. A vending machine just doesn't seem Like a
If
normal.
it was something you were walking past, you wouldn't throw $5 in it to get some shit.
I mean, I do now.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But when I see vending machines, it's during the day.
But if you were walking past one at night and you're hammered,
Oh yeah. But if it accepted card, and have you ever owned ones without card?
No, but I have had times where the card reader was down.
And how much do you
Um,
see sales drop because of that?
It depends on the location.
Sure.
Yeah, I think card readers will increase your sales typically 70%.
70%. That's what I like. That's what I would assume, right? You have.
I have no
Yeah.
cash.
Yeah.
I always have cash.
I never have cash ever.
I never have cash either. I don't even have a wallet anymore. I just carry.
Okay,
a
but
wallet
there's
with
3
credit.
of us here. 33% of us have cash.
Every man should carry cash.
Bullshit.
If you go to a Cubs game
Uh-huh.
and the guy cleans the seat for you because it's raining and he wipes it down for you, you're not tipping him?
No, because I don't have cash.
Exactly.
It's cashless there.
I say I'm still giving you cash, right? Like
I don't have any.
If
I
I'm-
don't carry it.
if I'm valeting my piece of shit car, I'm tipping cash. Like
I take cash when I go on vacation because I know there will be people that I need to give cash to.
Yeah.
Who else uses cash? Strippers use cash.
I gotta get. Actually, they take card too.
Learn something new.
Yeah, well, they not for the dollar dances, but for like the VIPs and stuff. I just found this out.
Not from experience.
No, but like I watched a video on it. Some girl was giving her breakdown of because it's financials, right?
Yeah.
And so she
And we watch everything financial.
and she's like, "Hey, this is what," and I was like, "I never even thought about that." Yeah, like so if you get a dance, like people can go swipe their card and pay for it instead of paying in cash. And I was like, "Huh, never." Thought about
You probably don't remember these days. I remember the days where McDonald's only took cash.
Yeah.
Do you remember those
that.
days?
Say,
You had to be like 4.
well, Aldi. I don't know if they changed, but
They did.
they don't take credit card. Do
They
take?
didn't. They do now.
They do. Okay, but yeah, it was you had to strictly have a debit card.
Yeah.
And to me, it was just normal, right? Like my whole life, everything is cash. Like
We didn't shop at Aldi's when I was poor because we never had cash.
say, yeah, you had to put it on credit card. So, now do you guys? How much does the processing fee for Nix
Yeah, I think it's 5%.
of every transaction?
Every card transaction.
Yeah. Do you have to swipe more than once for multiple selections? I guess.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So
Yeah, I
if-
think when you tap or swipe or whatever, it's like it says you have $10, like the machine reads 10. So and then whatever you spend to that 10 is what actually gets charged.
Nice. All right. Huh. So that's pretty. I'd empty a machine if I was hammered. That's the problem. You gotta.
Yeah.
You should put a vending machine in my basement. That thing will be.
Oh
Yeah.
man, there's these smart coolers now. They look like bookshelves and they have cameras in them, and there's just the doors are locked. So if you're worried about theft, and so to open the door, you got to put your credit card. It only takes a card. Put your credit card, unlocks the door. Well, we have all these college kids, 2 a.m. We're talking $90 transactions
Mhm.
because what happens is they have AI cameras. So when you grab 7 bags of chips, you don't have to like scan it like a self checkout at a market. You literally, the cameras will detect 7 bags of chips and charge the card that was used to open the door. So we have a lot of the vending guys that have them next to college campuses. They'll do like $90 transactions at 2 a.m. from these college kids because they just come home from the bar. And I mean, think about the guy that's trying to Uber to McDonald's.
Yeah.
Talk about.
Taco Bell. bro.
Seriously.
Like, bro, I'm proud of myself for Ubering. Okay.
I'm proud of you for Ubering. But you know what
Yeah,
happens when you're drunk?
Oh yeah.
You buy shit
Yeah.
you don't need.
Spend money. Like you ever want to get my pocketbook? Just get me hammered.
Yeah.
I will buy the world.
That's just it.
Let's say, but the whole door opens and you just have the select. So it's like the smart Amazon store or whatever I've heard of.
Mm-hmm.
Where you just walk in, it scans everything in your basket as you walk out, so there can't be any theft.
Correct.
That's amazing.
Have you
I didn't
gone
know they
into
made
one of those?
machines. No.
They have them at the airports.
Oh really?
Yeah, I
Oh,
went
yeah,
into one
yeah.
at the airports.
Oh.
You scan your card to go in, you go in, and if you grab anything and walk out, they know and they just debit you.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, think about it now. Now you don't want to wait in line. You don't want to talk to people.
Mhm.
So you just go in, you just grab your shit, and you're out.
Yeah, see, that's
100%. I don't want to
that's
talk
you
to anyone.
guys. It's like me.
Yeah.
You
I'm
talk
gonna-
to everybody because you're a people person.
Yeah.
I am not a people person. I don't want to talk to anybody.
Well, oh man, but like, this vending machine, the vending machine. So the door opens,
Uh-huh.
and then it's just a vault of you have access to the entire thing.
Yep.
That's amazing.
That's like the best and the worst of both worlds.
oh god, yes.
Because you know what happens with me and you. I mean, we're hammered.
Oh, yeah.
We're fat guys.
We're 10 bags of chips easily.
Easel and anything else we see. Oh, Nutter Butters. Let's grab some Nutter Butters. Or,
Those were good. Better grab two.
yep.
Right? Like
That's what's gonna happen.
and dude, around college campus, does this thing not just get? How often is this guy refilling this thing?
Twice a week because it's
Yeah.
getting rated.
Yeah, because I mean, again, that's like, granted, back college days, I wasn't, but like, think about me, right?
Yeah.
I would just open this thing and people were walking by like, you need a bag of chips, you need a bag of chips.
Yeah.
I feel like Oprah, like that would be, I'd be so broke, dude.
And then the next day you'd be like, why did I give away so many bags of chips?
Say, now on something like that, can people? You have cameras, like physical looking at it, so people can't fight their credit card transaction, then, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. The technology comes with the camera detection. And I'm not even convinced that it's truly AI because they don't process it until 8 a.m. the next day. So I think there might be someone, a VA in the Philippines that's actually reviewing the camera footage to make sure the charge lines up with the transaction.
That's awesome. Now I kind of want one of those because that sounds like a great machine.
Oh, they're sick. I mean,
Yeah.
I have a guy that's he has 4 of them, and last month he cleared 10 grand in March. I mean,
We have
he's
many
used-
colleges around here.
Yeah, and I don't think all of them have vending machines like that. Huh?
Oh no, we're replacing old school vending machine because aesthetically they look good. Like if you if you want me to share my screen, all right, it's
Yeah.
not disabled, but literally these things look like a bookshelf, and it's just one side's refrigerated, one side's not. So you can do everything from burritos, anything that's microwave. I mean, you could put it in a frat house, and it would crush.
I think
Yeah,
GVSU needs one of these.
yeah, dude. This guy just said burrito. Like, gosh, this is. Think about
I'm
it.
talking Nick's language now
Right.
with the Mexican food.
Oh, say, dude, that, and we need a microwave that you can just either scan your card or throw quarters in. Just like a laundromat, right?
Yeah.
So like, you get a quarter equals,
A quarter is 30 seconds.
yeah, like, it's like boom.
Yeah.
Now you gotta throw $1 in to warm this thing up.
Uh-huh.
Cup of ramen will take you, 5 minutes. So that 15-cent cup of ramen just cost you $17 to
Yeah.
get.
Yeah.
This sounds like the best business ever.
Right. If only it worked out this way.
I think we found a new business venture, man. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm texting my wife right now to make sure she starts looking into all this. Hey, this is what we're doing. Because I'm super excited about this.
She's gonna tell you to fuck off.
Yeah. So whatever. Actually, let's see. I did tell her I was going to buy more machines already.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, I found a bunch more for, really, really cheap. What if I have like 20 of them? She's like, do whatever you want. It's like, oh, okay, you liar.
When I was over there,
Yeah. She was pissed about the one.
all I heard was, I can't believe you spent money on this shit.
Yeah. So, so what's the best advice to getting into this business?
Start now if you're gonna do it. I think it reminds me of the whatever it was 4 or 5 years ago, like the self-storage craze, and then the HVAC, and how private equity is starting to snatch up these mom and pops. So like the more you can get a route going or locations doing revenue, I mean, that's an asset. One of my buddies, he's selling his route, and an average route's at 1.5, 2x multiple on revenue. So if you have one machine, let's just say doing $1,000 a month for 12 grand a year that you put in your local YMCA or the gym where your kids go, the park your kids go to, or whatever. I mean, now you can sell that for 18, 24, just that one location with one machine, So it's like you're truly building kind of an equity play there that most people don't think about. They just want to know what the cash flow is.
Who do you have work on your machines when they break?
So that's kind of that's a really good question. So that for me personally, I do not want to be a machine mechanic expert. So I actually buy my machines from the companies that have the best support. So um kind of typically how that works is because I'm getting machines under warranty. If a machine breaks, I just FaceTime the company when I'm at the machine. They walk me through a troubleshooting thing. If something's broken, they just overnight the part, and then I'll just put it in based on when we're FaceTiming together.
Okay. And you have your route guys fix the machines as well?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's not like a rental where the toilets literally if the motor breaks and the Snickers won't come out, people are going to buy Reese's until it's fixed.
Oh, okay. So they're still buying something to say.
Yeah, I mean, if the credit card reader's down, like if they really want that bag of Twinkies, they're going to use cash. They'll figure it out.
Yeah, I say me, I would overthink so much. I'd be like, oh, now I have to have a change machine right next to it so that way I can break this money. And
Well, there's no change.
I'd make it well, I'll say,
Why would you do change?
because that's how cheap things are back in my day when I vending machine bought without a card. It's
If
like,
you're paying 85 cents for something and you put $1 in,
change.
you're out 15 cents. Fuck you.
Say,
There are markets, there are these transactions you literally can decide no change. And we have people making 20 grand a year and just like, it's like the whole roundup on your bill thing.
Mhm. That's
We talked about that
I know.
before.
I know,
And who rounded up every time?
poor people.
No, but you did.
I used to
Yeah, all the time. And why don't you anymore?
because I don't want to be poor.
Bullshit. You
Why?
don't want Wendy's to get the tax write-off
That's a fact.
for the money that you rounded up on.
That they're supposedly donating.
Right.
Yes, to say no, that's the hardest part. Oh man, it bugs me. I need more tax deductions. That's what I need.
We had that talk. Because you always rounded up.
I used to, right? Because I was doing a good deed. I need to send that kid to Cal. As much as I eat Taco Bell, I've paid for at least 5 kids' colleges.
Yeah, and who gets the tax write-off?
Taco Bell.
Why?
Because they're the ones donating it, not me
Correct.
technically.
You didn't technically donate it. You gave them the money to donate, and they got the tax write-off. And do they need it?
No.
No, fuck
Oh,
them.
gosh.
Who needs the tax write-off?
Me.
Right, because your tax bill this year was like $855,000.
I wish. Say I'll get there someday. So all right, your residential real estate. Do you like that? How passive? So you have a property manager, you said, right?
I do, yeah.
And do you like having a property manager?
I kind of have to because it's in Florida.
Oh, you just have the
for
one. I thought you had some.
Oh no, I don't have one for the one here. I
Oh, okay.
self-manage it, and
Yeah.
I think I'm leaning towards I'll give someone 8 to 10% because I'm tired of chasing down rent checks and being the first line of defense.
Yeah, it's a you.
Are you tired of that?
Oh, dude, I fucking love this. I want to sell everything at this moment in my life.
You want to sell everything every 6 weeks.
Yeah, it used to be every 10 years. Now it's down to 6 weeks. So
I don't know how many times I've gotten you better call Nick because he's selling everything again.
yeah, I say I'm just done with it, man. Some of these tenants are getting bad, and it's rough out here for me.
That's because people are awful.
Yeah, as long as people understand that, they want everything for nothing. So
Again, most people aren't like me and you, and we're awful.
we're not awful people. We're just assholes. We're
Right.
blind, right? So, all right.
Cons of being my friend.
Say, so get started. Get a route. Now, would you suggest buying somebody's route currently, or starting your own?
It'll be cheaper to start your own. I mean, literally go buy anywhere where there's a full parking lot, whether that's the Jiffy Lube or the YMCA or the, medical office where there's 5 different floors of different services that there's constantly a full parking lot. So that's free. You can go in there and ask for the property manager and whatever. If you buy a route, it's honestly just like you do with you're adding value. If you can add value to that route, like that route I'm buying in the loop, for that's doing 8K a month. I think I can get, just by switching some products, I can get that up to 10K a month within the first 30 days.
That's a really decent return. Like 30 days and you're getting a 20% increase.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But it's back to what you were saying. Once you know your clientele, what they're interested in, and like you got to double down on what sells. If energy drinks are what sells, you might have to abandon every Gatorade and seltzer soda option and just only have everything from Red Bull to Bang to Celsius to whatever.
Oh, you know, say that I always think the poor mindset. Like if I had a dream vending machine, it would, you know, you can't find a 25-cent Little Debbie anymore.
Right.
Like, dude, these things are like $2.50 a
Yeah.
piece now. Like it's insane. But it would be like 25-cent Little Debbie's and 25-cent cans of Shasta, right? That's like my dream vending machine.
Diet Shasta Orange
Like
and Canada Dry.
Dr. Thunder.
Yeah.
So, because I think everybody deserves a snack for cheap.
Again,
So,
here's the problem though. We have this. It's the same as at my wife's business, a break room.
yeah.
You can save money by doing X, Y, and Z, or you can do none of that shit. Walk out on the floor and see $100 TV, and decide, yeah, I'm gonna spend $100 on that TV. Now, I wouldn't buy a TV for $100 to break. My wife definitely wouldn't buy a $100 TV to break. Would you?
No,
But you know how many $100 TVs I sell?
a lot.
Yeah, because people look at it and they go, when am I ever going to break a 70-inch TV
Yeah.
for $100 again?
Never.
Right. And then they buy it. Now, I have shit priced on the floor all the time that I would never pay for any of it.
Yeah.
But I've sold it for that. So I know I can sell it for that. Will I mark it up $1 or $2? Maybe. Let's see what happens. So if I have a vending machine and I keep selling Rockstars at $3.50, could I get it for $3.75? Let's see for a month.
How often do you try things like that?
What's that?
Raising the price to
All
see
the time.
what you can top out at.
Yeah, all the time. I mean, you'll learn market rate real quick. In fact, back to your comments of your Little Debbie's, you guys shop at Costco, so you'll get this. But like, you know how when you're going up to the checkout, they have all their snacks and stuff. Well, I saw Gushers, and they're like new logo, new marketing. I'm like, oh my God, we got to try these Gushers in the vending machines. They're 24 cents at Costco. No one touched them.
Huh.
Like people today, again, this is back to like knowing your clientele. If I was for one of my apartments, it's a bunch of 50 and 60-year-olds that just will never live on a budget and will rent for the rest of their life because that's their life. They'll go through 35 Diet Cokes at $1.75 a piece. It costs me 45. You know, they would crush Gushers, but all these college dorms, they want the zero sugar energy drinks, and if it's $4, that's a cost of being healthy.
Say, yep. That's gosh.
The party store was within walking distance from the high school and really close to the middle school.
Yeah.
25-cent Pop Rocks.
Yeah.
We would just fucking bust down the doors for that 25-cent Pop Rocks.
Now they're like $1.09 a bag.
Right. But again, you find out what works.
Oh yeah.
That party store knew if they sold 25-cent Pop Rocks, they'd have 30 fucking 10-year-olds out in front of the door, and that, you know, you only let 5 in at a time because they're little thieves.
You guys are thieves, yeah.
Right.
So,
And they're gonna sell 8 bags of Pop Rocks to every fucking kid because every kid has $2. Here you go.
do you so I was thinking about crazes and things.
Mhm.
Have you ever tried to like sell like fidget spinners or whatever like a fad toy or anything in your vending machines?
No, that's interesting though, because I have been thinking a lot lately about these kind of arcade vending machines. You know, you
Oh, yeah,
think
me too.
of now you walk out of Costco or any of these big grocers, and you know, between the doors, my daughter every time is like, "Oh, can we go spend $10 to try to catch a teddy bear?"
I just fell for it at the outlet mall because I love claw machines and
Claw machines, yeah.
say I they always have the Chinese symbols, so I just call them Chinese claw machines. But they're two stacks, like two on top of each other. They're like a foot and a half tall by like a foot wide. They're just but you have one change machine where you get a token, and then the machines cost anywhere from 1 to 2 tokens, depending on bigger the prize and things like that. And but yeah, I don't know, I'd like to see, a vending machine try, like a fidget spinner or the poppets, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right. Those were a big. There's gonna be another, back in my day, Tamagotchis. Mike's young, so he understands.
I know Tamagotchis. I was like 20, but fuck you.
I got my daughter a Happy Meal the other day, and I was shocked at the little toy that was in there. I was like, "Where did this come from?" I didn't even know that this was
Yeah,
a thing.
Dude, like that's what. Just fill it with McDonald's toys. Like, tell your kid
Yeah.
they never get the toy. I mean, the most depressing day in any man's life is the day that they stopped putting a toy in the bottom of a cereal box.
Oh, totally.
Right? Like, and there was nothing
Inflation.
cooler. Like, I don't understand.
You would get that cereal box and
Just-
literally just grab the bag and reach down.
That's a fact, baby. I never in my life did I ever want to eat Rice Krispie treats plain. But baby, it had a Hot Wheels car in that bad boy. You know what?
Hot Wheels cars were the best, but it would have that stupid sticky crawler that you throw on the wall and it would just fall straight down.
Yep.
It wouldn't crawl down the wall like the commercial. It would just fall straight the fuck down.
We were talking about that the other day. I think my daughter has one of those where it's got like a suction cup on every little part of it, and it's supposed to like walk itself down. And I said, I've never in my life gotten it to actually walk down. Right? I was like, never. I want to see somebody actually do it. And of course, you're licking it.
It
trying to see.
doesn't.
Yeah, no, this isn't a thing.
No.
Whatever they did on TV, I want to know the magic of this. Pisses me off, but Cracker Jacks, right? I mean, the toy that used to be now it's a tattoo, like a remove, a washable tattoo.
It's almost always a tattoo now.
Yeah, like
But they used to have like cool stuff.
plastic rings, or,
Yeah.
like actual things. But
Plastic rings that you hit your friend with and they have the little ring insignia on their head.
yeah, you get it.
Yeah,
I say.
I do.
Yeah.
I was that
Um,
age.
But okay, so you're primarily sticking with that, huh? All right, when the new fad comes out, try one toy, and I get 1/10 of the profits from that. So, he's just gonna have
The fad toys now are all the 3D printed shit. The dragons.
yeah. How much stuff do you get in your vending machines? Any at all?
What do you mean by stuff?
Like theft? Sorry, like how
Oh,
people stealing.
theft.
Because like I know
Yeah,
I had a buddy who could reach his arm up and grab the bottom shelf, and I just happen to know shady people. So we ate like kings. How much stuff
Yeah.
do you get in yours?
Yeah, we there was one time with one of my machines where our like plexiglass, the open facing, had a bunch of scratches on it, and I didn't really know what it was, but someone was trying to take a hanger out and tried to pull something out. So that happened one time, and then now you just have these flap guards. So when you press the door open,
Yep.
the guard blocks it from going up what you were talking about with your arm.
So, yeah, you always know when it's an old vending machine because they never have the bottom row filled because everybody could just reach up and get it.
Exactly. Or you have like the first 3 motors are empty. So naturally, no one's getting to the 4th or 5th motors to actual buy something because it's already been stolen.
Yep. Yeah. It's exactly what happens. What is you have, all right, Chicago and Oregon. Is there a different bestseller in each area? Or are they about the same?
That's a really good question. Not by geography. I think our best sellers are actually by clientele. So we have the college, younger apartment crowd. That's a lot of, your healthier, more expensive type products. And then we do have like the Class C property we have. It's a ton of Diet Coke and Reese's. I mean, and some of the things you were talking about earlier, we could probably put in there and they would do well just to mix it up a little bit. But it's more just about differs by demographic of property, not necessarily geography.
Sure. Okay. And now So when you have your Chicago stuff, does it get shipped to your employee? Is he a 1099 or is he employee or what? Like,
1099. Yeah.
okay, does it get shipped to his house or her house or whatever it is, or do you have like
Uh,
go to a warehouse?
yeah, warehouse.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
say, and then
Or
they
like
go.
find a storage unit that accepts packages. There's a lot out there now these days because I think self storage is so saturated that people want your business.
Oh gosh, yes. I say there's one not far from me. They had it was a little Debbie like truck, and that's just what the box truck was wrapped in, and looking and like the entire self storage facility was just filled with like these little Debbies, and I was like, the heck. Come to find, the guy's a vending machine route guy, so but you don't do any like gumball machines or anything like that. Strictly just popping candies, I guess. Let's say none of the.
Yeah, none of the ancillary income type stuff. I've thought about maybe parlaying some things like that. Even, the ATM machines. A lot of your locations that have vending machines would probably want an ATM machine if it's like a hotel or something. I don't know.
So so you've mentioned quite a few places. And I have to figure out how to ask the question. Okay, so you've talked about like the YMCA, the hospitals, the um what's the one you just said? Sorry. But like
Hotel.
yeah, hotel. Like these people don't own their own vending machine. Like what places own their own and what places don't own their own?
A lot of places don't own their own because of the inventory stocking thing. I mean, you do have like your Marriotts that you stay at where they have their little kind of market
Yeah.
cafe right next to the check-in. But the problem with that is now they're trying to outsource this to people like you and I. And then the other side is these places that you're going into, a lot of them aren't happy with their current vendor. So we a lot of times are probably 9 times out of 10 when we find a lead off like cold calling or something. It's someone that has a machine that's not being stocked. It doesn't have a credit card reader. So the only way to track inventory because of the baby boomer generation is you have to go buy the machine. Well, humans are lazy. So like the only thing worse than one of these properties not having a vending machine and then a resident asking for it is having a vending machine that's never stocked. Because then it'll just piss off the resident even more.
Right. And that, I mean, I don't know. I say I am a baby boomer. I'm not gonna lie to you because like I'm the guy who has to go check on his machine, right? You say there's an app, but I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna go check on this, like figure out it. I constantly would run my route. That's how I started my real estate stuff. Like I constantly was at my properties. I'm constantly doing things. And now that's why I'm failing is because I'm not constantly there. But I say you know how it is, right? You show up to your property and next thing you know, it's just 50 million things of, hey, oh, this, that. Hey, can I have new carpet? You just moved in 2 months ago and it's brand new. Like, why? Oh, there's a thunderstorm here,
There
apparently.
is a little bit, yeah.
Jeez Louise. But so everything's inventory. So, when you see that something's running low, does your person run like, do they get the person that's restocking, do they get to run on their own time or is it on when the app tells them to go fill it?
No, it's on their own time.
Okay.
Yeah. So you'll have enough motors to know, and then you'll also time it up with when kind of things get rated. So typically if it's like a Monday or Tuesday stock from the weekend kind of rush or whatever. But yeah, it's that's also why it's lucrative for a lot of people because I don't care if it's morning or night or Sunday or Thursday. It's got to get done once a week.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go find somebody so I can do this job. I'm just gonna stock vending machines whenever I feel like it.
Yeah,
And
but think about all these contractors, like with kind of where you're doing with all your houses. I mean, like these guys that are like the painter that's getting paid hourly, they love this shit because then they can just listen to their podcast and they work on their own time at their own pace.
Yep. Oh yeah, my guys work. I get calls from the neighbor because my guy's cutting flooring at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
I
Might have happened.
Oh yeah, dude, I love it, and I'm just like I laugh and go, oh, okay, let me call him not. Like just fall back asleep, right? I'm like, I don't care. Like he's gonna stop eventually, right? So
Eventually.
by the time the cop gets there, he'll be done. So it's never really bothered me. Say we're
It just bothers the neighbor.
yeah, my goal is to get in and get out. So um what so when looking for a route, what do you look for when purchasing one?
Revenue per location.
Okay, strictly numbers, nothing else.
Maybe the whole kind of like with rentals, where's the value add going to be for it?
Okay. Huh. And where would you be able to find a route that's for sale? Any words of wisdom on that?
Oh, Google, like vending routes for sale. There's Biz Buy Sell. There's like LoopNet or whatever. I mean, it's kind of all the main channels for buying boring businesses, really.
Yeah. I'm gonna say you talked about ATMs. That's one business I want to open, because they make a crap ton of money. And they-
ATMs are crazy.
yeah. Well, because again, you people don't carry cash, so when you need cash for that stupid little thing.
When I go to a convention, it's like $5.
Oh yeah,
Mind you, my bank reimburses me, so I don't give a shit.
right.
But they're making $5 every time you swipe your card.
Mhm.
I have a friend who he would go to the strip club and go to the ATM and it costs $10.
And he'll do it multiple times in the night.
And we kept saying, dude, it's not worth $10. And he's like, yeah, but she likes me.
Say, yeah. Oh, I think that's so you can find them on. I didn't even realize because when I go to LoopNet, I'm looking for
Properties.
a building,
Yeah.
right? Like not necessarily a business, like a vending machine business,
Mhm.
right? I'm always looking for a property itself.
Mhm.
Yep.
I think I've almost bought 15 car lots, and just because I want land. I want places to go do all my fun stuff. So now you have kids,
I do. I have two of them.
and do they learn any part of this business yet?
My daughter goes with me to Costco every Saturday, so she's all in on this. I think the future. There's no easier way to teach economy 101 than the supply and demand of a vending machine. So this is the goal. Is this route's going to be there someday?
Yeah. And you're just email. So when you could, do you guys put a contract together with, let's say you get into, let's call it Marriott or whatever, but you get into them and you said that there's people that are not restocking. How do you get to buy their spot? I mean, are you guys not under like a 1-year contract or anything like that? Like, how does that work?
Yeah. So typically these contracts are maybe a year, maybe 3 years, but there's a 30-day because it's a service agreement. There's always a 30 or 60-day notice out on it on either side. So contracts are kind of like the Mark Cuban mentality. They're kind of worthless, just like patents, really. I mean, the crane's going to rise to the top if you're doing good service. So it works in on both sides. So I don't really get caught up in contracts if it's going to slow down a deal or if they have to go up to their regional decision maker in a different city to get approval and they don't get along. Like I'll go in with a vending machine without a contract. I mean, we're going to do this for a bus company from a meeting today. She's like, I don't even need a contract. Our bus drivers will just be so excited to have their breakfast pastries and Monster when they go do their driving. So we're not even doing a contract.
I see. Yeah, you just got to find the company that isn't being stocked and
Mhm.
go. Now, they're the ones that have to tell them that they're not using the other service anymore.
Yeah, they'll tell them, hey, get your machine out of here. You have 2 weeks, you have 30 days, and then we always schedule the install like a couple day buffer between those.
Sure. And so now most of the companies, you don't have to pay for electric or anything like that. Are you giving them part of the profit, or are they just happy that you're there?
It depends. So most people are happy that you're there. They want a stocked machine.
Sure.
That's what they want. They want happy residents, and that's a stocked machine. Now, if I'm talking to like this group in Chicago, we're about to do 8 properties for. I knew they had 20 plus properties, so I was like, economies to scale. I led with rev share because then you're getting to that. That's kind of like the units, or you're just parlaying. So if I was glad to lead with, hey, I'll give you 5% of revenue if each property is doing $2,200 times 8. 5% might be paying for their secretary. I don't know.
Right. And do you give them an estimate of what you estimate to make off of things, or
Yeah, we quantify it off units typically.
okay?
Where it gets a little tricky is office buildings when you don't really know occupancy. One tenant might have 150 employees, or one tenant might be a barber shop.
Yep. Let's see. Now, would a barber know his foot traffic for the most part?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So, and you would go into a barber and say, "Let me throw this in here."
I probably wouldn't, not a barber shop.
Not worth your time then. Just not enough.
No.
I can't imagine they
Well,
stay long enough.
Yeah, and you think about your situation with 8 units, okay, you get 40 people, but they're there 24/7. Like
Yeah.
that 9 p.m., the barber shop's not open.
Right. So yeah, and if most of your sales are coming at night, yeah.
Especially barbershop. How long are you in getting a haircut?
Oh, I don't go get, but when I used to, and it was a full hour.
Right. You're there for an hour.
That's a long time.
That's not that long.
Oh, your value of time and mine is way different. Say,
I'm telling you, if I got a haircut, I'd be in there 20 minutes.
right. Well, it's like,
Maybe.
when my wife cuts my hair, right? It is 10 minutes, kind of like
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom. I'll shave real quick, which doesn't happen, but very quick. But like when I go see my barber, oh yeah, I mean this is a full hour, baby. We take our time.
No way.
We talk. I'm
Give
sports
me in and
gambling-
out. 20 minutes done.
sports gambling with him. Oh no, I want that full conversation. I want to know how your dad is. I want to know how your mom is. I'm hoping that she made me a meal this time. Like that's the only person I set an appointment with is my barber, because I know that his mom is making me a nice meal because she loves me.
I've not had a
Right.
barber since I was in my teens.
Yeah. Say you got to go back to one, buddy. They're
No.
they're game changers.
Forget it.
They got all the stuff.
I'm happy to save my money and just do it myself.
Well, say, and my advice to people like you, right? You're not looking for real estate, but like my barber, I mean, barbers are therapists, right? People that do service things, they're therapists, and people just don't realize it.
I'll
right?
take the bartender as the therapist. Thanks.
That's it too. But like my bartenders, I don't know, they're people are drinking because they're losing their house, and then they'll think about it. But like, man, the barber, man, he'll hear about just this, and oh, hey Nick, you got to go check this out, man. This house, you need that. And it's like he was my connection to buy things for a long time.
No thanks.
Oh yeah, that was making connections and having conversations with people. You'll get so far. It's amazing. Really is.
I'm happy not to talk.
Just say yeah, but you're not trying to grow the business like that.
No.
So, Mike, do you go see a barber?
I do, but I've never heard the analogy that the barber is a therapist, and I can totally see that.
Yeah, it was something I just completely learned, because I mean, you listen to him and he'll start talking about that guy right before, man, he just going off about how he can't afford his house, and oh wait, really?
I mean, I get it because
Yeah.
I used to get drugged to the hairdresser when I was a little kid,
Yep.
and my grandmother
Women.
would be there for 4 fucking
Yep,
hours.
of course, but she sat under that big dome machine getting her perm. And,
Yeah, but they talked about everything.
everything.
And I just sat there going, man, can I go home and play some Nintendo, please? This is awful.
All right. So, what's the strangest location you have a vending machine, and what's the most normal place you have a vending machine?
Ooh, strangest location. We have a setup at a manufacturing plant that makes pumpkin to ship across the whole world. They have 500 Hispanic workers, massive fields, and this is in the break room. That one does around $3,500 a month. And then probably the most common place we have a machine is, I don't know, an apartment or yeah, probably an apartment or even just like a medical office building.
Yeah, medical. I say that's crazy. I just would assume that these people would hire somebody to just go around and do that. Like, I don't know.
We have them at priority. I mean, nobody goes there anymore, but
Oh,
we
yeah.
have them.
Yeah. Oh, we had them at Gentex and Cantina Services did all of them, and it was like
Hmm.
you could save so much money, but you know,
Mhm.
wear and tear, and you have maintenance guys doing things. But no, I think the vending machines is where it's at. Like this is you're making it's a $7,500 machine, no payments for 90 days. Within that time frame, you're making $6,000, and it costs you 2,500. Oh, no, technically, it costs you $300 or $500 for food to fill the first one. And so within 90 days, you're out 500, but you're making back $6,000. So
Sure,
5,500.
$5,500.
And you almost have this machine paid off. And I mean, you have it
Yeah,
guaranteed paid off in 6 months.
yeah, if you don't have your machine paid off in the first year, you're doing something seriously wrong. I mean,
Huh.
it's yeah,
Do
easy.
you and have you ever had the company when you pay it off, do they stop giving you the service? Does that make sense? Okay.
No, because you still got warranty and that whole thing.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty aggressive with my payments just because I don't like if I don't need to have debt, I'm not gonna have it. So I have mine paid off in around month 10. And then
Okay.
the other thing that people don't realize, like, vending machines have been around forever and they're built to last. Like, these things are used to taking a beating. So that one you see at your oil lube station has probably been around since the 80s,
Yeah.
and the thing still works.
Yeah.
Like the ones that have like the big ass buttons, and you don't know what you're picking except for what the white piece of paper, that because they can't find the logo for the Surge from 1999.
Yep.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. That
Oh, yeah.
machine's
Of
been
course.
there since the 70s.
Oh,
Yeah, and you just slap a credit card reader on there, and now the credit card reader looks new and it just sticks out like a sore thumb because you got this 40-year-old machine that's just yeah.
My local yeah, Jiffy Lube or whatever, they have the one where you have to you pay and then you open the door to pull the slot and you get to pull your pop out of the slot. So you get to pick one and everything else locks after that. And it's like, man, that thing is old. So
Oh my gosh.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
promise
crazy.
you, it's older than me. Um,
Yeah.
so now if somebody wanted, so I want to promote you a little bit. I know we've been going on for a little bit, but where can people find you and more information about this if we didn't hit everything that they had questions on?
Yeah, so probably the platform I'm most active on is Twitter. So
Okay.
Mr. Passive _ is my handle. So definitely reach out to me anytime on there. If they're interested in just kind of reaching out directly, I have a website. I think it's just mrpassive.com, so they can come through there as well. But Twitter is where I'm most active and kind of where I'm literally posting like just random off the hip stuff all day long. So um, that'd be the easiest way to get a hold of me.
Okay. Say, and I know, I mean, I've seen you on TikTok,
Yeah.
talking about it, and I like, it's fun. TikTok to me is just, hey, it's what, 30 seconds or a minute type thing, and it just makes people get straight to the point, which I absolutely love, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll get the part two things, but it's like, boom, this is what it is. Um, and so when when you're creating content for Twitter, when you're doing it for TikTok or things like that, um, how do you decide what you're posting for information for people?
Um, how I decide is probably what questions I could ask the most. I was actually just writing down a few questions you asked that I'd never heard of, like what's your strangest location you have a vending machine in, or
Yeah.
your questions about some things earlier today. But just kind of listen to the audience. It's interesting, like TikTok, they love the what's my top 5 selling items and like the whole Celsius versus Monster versus Red Bull thing, where on Twitter. You know, I was talking about the reason we found that gym that's going to do 2 grand a month was the parking lot is literally always packed, and it's like a retail front. And I didn't know if it was packed for the subway or the gym, but like, yeah, they have 1,200 members, and it's just constantly, you know, there's 100 ellipticals lined up right when you walk in the front door. So I was like, holy cow, this is going to be a cash cow. But that's just kind of just off the cuff content.
So on something like that, so when you're going into a gym, like it's not a Planet Fitness, right? Because I mean, they have their own little thing, but
Mhm.
do they tell you what you can and can't put into the machine, right? Do they want healthier options?
Yeah, they definitely want healthier options. We're gonna do a lot of high end like recovery drinks and you know the glorified chocolate milks and
Muscle
stuff that
milks
have
and
20. Yeah, exactly. So we're not gonna have the Diet Cokes and the Reese's in there. But the other side of that too is people will pay higher margins for healthier items. So
Oh gosh, yes.
you know if we have like a C4 16 ounce, we might be able to charge $5.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be able to do that at our well, you know, our manufacturing plant.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So you're gonna do a lot of nuts and
Cliff
NutriValley.
bars, protein bars, yeah,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Yeah. No, I say, and so it's good to know that like companies get a say in that type of thing because you wouldn't want to put. Granted, I go to Planet Fitness because it's free pizza to say, but you know, but you want to think about your clientele that's around, right? I mean, I've never met a mechanic that wouldn't drink a Bud Light, right? So, I like this beer idea though. Scan your ID, and there's got to be a facial recognition software that scans the ID
Yeah,
plus the person, and now we can.
Clear. Yeah, Clear's coming. So Clear, what you do at the airport, like the TSA Clear,
Yeah.
they're coming out with a facial recognition. Because think about all these stadiums. Like if you go into the Big House or you go into
Oh yeah,
Sparty, like they don't want to have to ID everyone to be the bottleneck. So that's exactly where this technology is going. Is you'll just have a facial recognition right above the credit card reader.
we're gonna start serving beer. I'm telling you, this is gonna. I'm gonna go so broke if there's beer vending machines.
Yeah.
I'll be my
You'll-
number.
Here's the question though: will it be $18 for a beer like it is a Van Andel?
Yes, of course.
Oh, okay. Maybe I won't go broke.
I mean, no, I'm putting one by your house, and that'll be like $6 a beer.
I'm buying.
Yeah, I know.
At $6 a beer, I'm buying.
I know. That's why I said like I'll sell more to you than I will to the 18.
Put it on my porch. We're down.
Say this is gonna be a thing.
The technology is coming for all of that. So
Yeah.
like even think about all the things you guys go to where there's a lot of people. Like on the weekends, you go to the rodeo or you go to this concert or you go to that. Like go to those people and their number one cost is employees. And so you're reducing that friction right off the bat. So and you're gonna do a rev share, so they're gonna get a piece of that without paying for labor. Okay, where do I sign up?
I say that. Gosh, now I'm gonna go get a couple generators. I'm putting them outside of, a location, and that way people can just get vending machine stuff. Because that card reader will work from anywhere, right?
Yeah, you're just creating your own beer garden.
Yeah. Well, say even at that, just a regular vending machine. Hey,
Yeah,
I'm serving snacks. I'm cutting down on your line. I don't know many people that go to
Yeah.
a concert to get M&Ms, but I'm not waiting in line for M&Ms, but I'll go to the vending machine.
I'm driving to practice the other day.
Yeah.
And I hadn't eaten lunch. And I'm getting up there and I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna get tired if I don't have something. So I stopped at the gas station. And of course, I'm looking for cheap items.
Yeah.
Peanuts.
Oh, they're expensive now.
I got 2 packages for $1.08.
Yeah.
They used to be $1.
Yeah.
Because my wife said that. She goes, was it really $1.08? Yeah, because I look at it.
Yeah.
I could have got, a Snickers for like $2, but that's not as good for me as 2 bags of roasted peanuts. So
Yeah.
I'll go for that for $1.08.
Yep. Oh, I used to get that all the
But
time.
again, if there was a vending machine at school that, spit out peanuts for even $1, I would have just done that.
So now we talked about storage facilities. I have a buddy that owns quite a few storage facilities, and they're not technically residents. I don't know I don't know how often people check in, but I mean, is that a good location to put? Because I'll just go buy vending machines and put it at his locations.
Um, I just hesitate because how often do you go to a storage unit?
Yeah, I don't own one because if I have that much crap, my wife will kill me.
Yeah, but like back to at the end of the day, you're just quantifying foot traffic. So like that 8 unit place, you got people in there every single day, all day long. The storage unit, if you have 300 people, they're not going to the storage unit every day. You know,
Right.
like if you find an apartment complex that and you put it next to the Amazon package lockers, yeah, they're going by that every freaking day.
Oh yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna have to put it by a couple of my places.
We have a storage unit twice a week tops.
Oh, that's right. You guys do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if anybody goes there, I
Yeah.
mean, it's going to be an employee that goes there, but if anybody goes there, they could just as easily go to the gas station, a quarter mile away.
No, I'm putting a vending machine here.
I mean, here it would be a good spot for a vending machine,
Great spot for it.
except my wife gives away free candy already.
Yeah, but this is real candy that they can buy and we can make money on.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah.
All right. I have a location for a vending machine. I got my first location.
You got two.
Where?
You're eight.
Oh, yeah. I say definitely put in there. I have to. So I'm gonna go to, oh man, usedvending.com.
Yep.
Type in your zip code and you're gonna find machine. You're gonna find combo machines.
Really? Let's say, and working order. This is gonna be great. I don't know. I might just go with a brand new one because now, do they warranty the glass like for damage and things like that? Because I mean,
Yeah. Like, and it's plexi. It's a,
Yeah.
it's not. You can't just. I mean, you could probably throw a baseball and spider web it, but it's not real glass.
no, I mean, again, it's tenants, right? They're gonna break anything they can. So,
Yeah.
I think this is gonna be. I'm gonna do it. Because I can get interest free, or no, interest comes, but I don't have a payment for
90 days.
90 days.
90 days.
And it's brand new. It's going to cost me $7,500.
No, it'll be cheaper for that. Even that's for the nice smart coolers I'm getting. What you need is a combo machine. You'll get it for 5-6K brand new.
Combo machine. I'm making notes. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Unless I sell the building, because that's coming up too. But now I can have added money and sell it with that, and people are like, "Where do you get the extra income?" Boom, this. Because
Keep drinking that Diet Coke, people.
yeah. Oh, dude, it's gonna. Right, they're doing wash anyway, so this
Yeah.
is.
I mean, honestly, if you have the laundromat there, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Especially just for soap and shit.
I thought so because I wanted the tabletop one, right, where you just put the quarters in
Yeah.
type thing. But granted, it's been forever since I've found little small boxes of. I look into it now. Where's the best place besides Costco? So like, where would be the best place to find products?
Oh, that's anywhere. I think you can find a deal. I mean, Amazon right now has 48 packs of Snickers for $37, and at Sam's Club they're $42. So we're constantly always trying to find a screaming deal. Our main staples are Costco.com and Sam's Club, and we just because once you get above $50-$75 minimums, it's free 2-day shipping. So that's 2 or 3 items, and it'll ship right to you or right to your place or whatever.
Let me say,
Yeah.
and I think that's a great idea. Just we're gonna go hit up colleges now. So what's the best way to present to a company that you want to put a vending machine there? Could you help me with that?
Yeah, I think the play is amenities, right? Like if it's an office right now is they're sweating about occupancy. How do we get people back in to this place and use it? So you're talking break rooms, you're talking about his example of the peanuts, like he would have came to the school and just got peanuts there type of thing. And then if it's a residential complex, they're trying to keep their residents happy while literally trying to keep rents high. So for this, it's like it's a no-brainer for them if they don't want people walking across the street at 10 p.m. or whatever.
And
Not everyone knows you can Uber to Taco Bell. So
You didn't know it before the weekend.
I knew I could Uber to Taco Bell and home. I didn't know I could stop 2 places.
Uh-huh.
That was kind of more. I just happened to, be drunk when I made the. I was like, I didn't know I could make 2 stops. They'll stop at Taco Bell and my house.
They'll stop anywhere you want. They don't care.
I didn't realize this,
Mhm.
right? It was the best thing was him rolling down the back window and like me having to shout from the other side of the car, like leaning over. But yeah, I just thought it was like a one-way thing. Granted, I've driven for Uber,
Yeah.
and all my people, I never got like 2 stops, right? It wasn't like this person picked up that person to then go there. Like they weren't like, hey, I want to go to Taco Bell first, and then we're going to this place. No, it was always just 1 stops. And so I never knew. And I've driven for Uber, right? Like I didn't know we could stop 2 places.
And now you do.
Now I do. Man, I say I'm putting vending machines in all Ubers now.
In
Yeah.
the Uber.
Like little small ones
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
We're gonna make this happen.
By the way, I gotta run here pretty soon to go pick up the kids at daycare. So
Oh, that's right. I say I
um,
forget it's like 5 o'clock your
It
time.
is.
We're over here at like 8 o'clock. I'm like, man, what? No.
I'm ready
So-
for another beer. is what
That's
you're
exactly it.
thinking.
One of the big questions I'm trying to start asking is, all right, what's the best life advice you can give to anybody out in this world?
I was thinking about your comments earlier about how you both said you're assholes.
Yeah.
And I come back to the people that get ahead in life, I feel like are just more persistent, and professionally persistent is probably a better word, but like don't be afraid to get a no. It's like the real estate or vending, or you want to get to an answer. And so to me, it's like professional persistence I keep coming back to, because you think about you two are in sales, so is I. Who you buy from is a lot of times the person that's just more persistent and
Mhm.
always on you to, whether that's the car you bought and the sales guy just wouldn't leave you alone, or whether that's the app you bought because you got 25 different ads on your phone from the fact that you Googled what a vending machine is, or what. Like, I just come back to that persistence thing as something that I think more people need to have. That'd be my advice.
Hey, Mike, go ahead and plug everything, how people can find you.
He already did. Twitter, but he can do it again.
We're at the end of the show, so I figured doing it again right now was a good idea.
Twitter's the easiest, Mr. Passive _, and then MrPassive.com is obviously my website, so you can reach out through those two. But Twitter is where I have my most kind of frequent, up-to-date content. And I'm on the other channels too, like TikTok. I do a lot of random videos that we were just chatting about, but Twitter is probably the most up-to-date.
I should start using Twitter.
You should.
I have one. I've had one for years.
I don't use it much anymore.
No. So, David, how was your drinks?
So the Lost Coast tangerine wheat was very good, very tangerine-y.
Yeah.
And I do like tangerine, so that was good. I really enjoyed the Holy Donut from Lone Pine Brewing Company in Portland, Maine. What did you think of that? Because I gave you some of
I
that.
didn't mind it. It was pretty. It wasn't as pepperminty as I was expecting.
See, I got the peppermint right up front, but then everything else just subtly after it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
I lied to our viewers. I still haven't figured out what R&D brewing is, but it's just R&D brewing. And but the passion fruit goes was really good. Mellow flavor throughout, and it wasn't just that overpowering like, hey, it's got a hit. But no, it was really nice beer. Mr. Mike Benson, thanks so much for this drink. So guys, as always, again, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your family. We appreciate you listening. And Mike, thanks again so much for joining us. We loved having you on. This seems like a great business that nobody should do so we can own the world, but everybody should at least give it a try.
I love it, David and Nick. Thanks for having me on. This was a lot of fun.
Thanks, take care.
See you guys.
See ya.
You've dialed in.
To Box and Brews, you might hear something
You can use.
like tips on your cash or tips on the suds.
You're gonna want to
The
use.
smarts of these
Because
stuff.
they know the
And
brews.
they know the box, and they know they can't help the stubborn fucks.
So listen up, because shit's not funny.
And save yourself some
Beer money. Bucks.
and brews.
Bucks and
Bucks
brews.
and brews.
Brews.
Bucks and brews.